We are joined now by Jon Beougher. He is one of our friends from KORT Physical Therapy about something that's going to, I think, be very, very relevant, not just in sports, but probably for everyone here as we just sort of continue to learn to live with the coronavirus here. And maybe we'll see some of this with the NBA coming back in a bubble in Orlando. Jon, we appreciate you making time for us here. KORT has developed a recovery program for people on the other side of the coronavirus. This has got to be kind of exciting for you to at least be able to try to help people after the fact. How did this program sort of come about?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Mark, for the time today. Definitely excited to get to talk with you and your listeners about what we can do to help people. One of the ways this came about for us as physical therapists is we are looking at this problem that's a big public health problem right now. And a lot of people that get coronavirus are scared. They're scared before they get it. They're scared when they get it. They're not really sure what to do. They think they're supposed to exercise. They're not really sure if it's safe. And so I actually had the privilege of working with a patient starting back now about 2 months ago at the beginning of this that had coronavirus and helped him be able to recover through that. So this is something that we've seen the need for patients. We've seen that us as physical therapists are really well poised to be able to help with people. So we've put a lot of time and effort into developing a really good and solid program so that people who have had coronavirus and are recovering from it can start to know what to do to get back to their lives.
When you're dealing with an athlete, or at least something of the athlete age, what is some of the symptoms or sort of the lingering issues that you're experiencing with people that they need, physical therapy on to sort of try to recover from when they're on the other side of it?
Well, that's one of the interesting things about coronavirus is there's a lot of different things that can go on. So for people that have had it and have recovered, they may not even necessarily know exactly how it's impacted their body. So obviously we talk about coronavirus a lot as a respiratory disease, and that's definitely a part of it. So a lot of times people get coronavirus and they get short of breath more easily. So whether you're an athlete, which obviously that's important to be able to run and jump and not get short of breath, but even for non-athletes that now are getting short of breath walking out to the mailbox or even trying to get around their house, that is definitely one of the things that we're seeing. But the other things we're seeing with people is weakness. And so we can start to see people that really get weak over the course of just even a couple days in the hospital where they can start having those issues of not only shortness of breath, but also of weakness. They can start having issues with other body systems, with their memory and with the way they tend to do typical things in daily life. So that's what we've just done with this program, is come up with some nice standardized ways to assess people's strength, to assess their endurance, to assess their respiratory status, to make sure that we can help figure out what has been impacted in their specific body and how can we safely help them work through it.
Now, Louisville, for instance, is welcoming athletes back to campus, giving them tests, and that sort of thing. And schools across the country are doing this. These athletes are testing positive here and there. Sometimes they're asymptomatic. Is there any sort of specific maybe injury risk or that sort of thing that maybe somebody in their 20s, the athlete age, that you'd be worried about with them or that you'd be working on with them once they come back from 2 weeks and they're cleared and that sort of thing?
I think what I'd recommend for anybody that's had coronavirus is we still don't really know. So doing a really solid, standardized, thorough assessment is going to be the way to keep people safe. So, for example, one of the things we do with our program, whether it's an athlete or someone who's not trying to get back to playing a sport, is looking at what their vital signs do at rest and with activity. So we've got built into this program the ability to assess people with simple activities like standing up or walking, and then figuring out how can they safely progress back to moderate intensity exercise and eventually high intensity exercise, because the effects coronavirus can have on their whole body systems, though that weakness, that shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, they need to know how to do that safely. So that would be the biggest concern that we would have for people, and that's why we've built this program, is so that people can safely know how to get back to their normal activities.
If people want to find out more of what you have to offer there, even if they're not necessarily athletes, but want to get back or closer to what they were before this, because I know, like Jody Demling is something we all know here locally that's still, dealing with the issues of breathing and that sort of thing, even though he's been cleared, I think, for well over a month. Where can they go to learn more and see if this would be right for them, see if this could help them?
Absolutely. So go to KORT.com. That's KORT.com. You can live chat with us during the day between 8 and 5. You can shoot us an email and request an appointment. So what we're doing with these people is we still have those same 3 convenient options for people. We have the ability to deliver this coronavirus recovery program via tele-rehab or in patients' homes or in the clinics. We've got a lot built in for the safety aspect of this as it relates to coronavirus itself and the safety of how we're doing the exercises with people. So if you or a loved one has had coronavirus, whether you just recently had it or it's been a month ago and you're still in the process of recovering, or you feel recovered but you're just not sure exactly what your body's doing or what the impact may have been on your different body systems, go to KORT.com, request an appointment or live chat with us, and we would love to have the opportunity to sit down with you, show you how to do some standardized tests to assess the impact it's had on your body, and help you come up with an individualized plan that's going to be very safe and effective for you to get back to doing your life.
Jon, we appreciate it, man, and we love everything that KORT Physical Therapy's done for us, does for U of L athletes. Appreciate it, man. Let's talk to you again soon.
Yeah, thanks for your time.